Architect of Common Core David Coleman arguing that teachers will teach Common Core tests. And as we know, to control the test is to control the curriculum, but not a Freedom Project education. A complete, fully accredited, online Common Core free private school. At FBE, we teach kids how to think, not what to think.
Teachers will teach towards the test. There is no force strong enough on this earth to prevent that.
Okay, so there's one truth that I don't know. Okay. This is Jason Zimba. He's another person.
That's the we have on this. The definition of college readiness, I think it's a fair critique that it's a minimal definition of college readiness.
For some colleges.
Well, for the colleges most kids go to, but not that most parents probably aspire, right?
It's not for STEM, it's not for
That's true. It's not only not for STEM, it's also not for selected colleges that, for example, UC Berkeley, whether you're going to be an engineer or not, you better have to be calculus to get on UC Berkeley, right? And that's true. I think the third pathway goes a lot towards that, but your issue is really broader than that.
Yes.
So I just wanted to make sure that we got that
I'm
out.
not saying with selected colleges. There's a much broader question here.
That's right. It's both, I think, in the sense of being clear about what this college readiness does and doesn't get you, and that's the big subject.
But not to call something college ready when it only applies to a certain kind of college and a certain lower level of mathematical expertise that won't buy you far on the international market in most major disciplines of technology, economics, business, and so on.
Okay, thank you. That's
I hope you heard that really clear. No, it's not for STEM. He said it. What is the one thing that Governor Ivey keeps on saying that she wants our curriculum to be relative to? STEM. He just said it. It's not for STEM. It's not for getting your child into one of those colleges that you want them to get into, a major college. It isn't. But he said it. That should make us all wake up.
Yes.
I mean, they're not hiding any of this. We just need to go out there and dig it up and say, wait a second, you said it. And that was Dr. Sandra Stotsky. She was on the team that was supposed to sign off on Common Core. On the initial team. She would do it.
That's right.
Neither would Dr. James Milburn. He's a mathematician out of Stanford. He's the one who works with NASA. He's the one who has written some of the formulas and everything that put our people on the moon. What did he say about our 2019 standards when they were sent to them? They said, please, Dr. Milburn, take a look at these. Tell us what you think about our 2019 math course or standards for math in Alabama. He said, put them in the circular file. I trust somebody who can get us to the moon. I don't trust somebody who tells me, no, they're not for STEM. Well, what is STEM? There's your engineering right there, and your math, your technology, your science.
I'm maybe for either. I'm just a teacher of writing standards. And the reason why I help write standards is the reason why I'm here.
Okay. God bless you. It's really difficult to hear. What he's saying is that he was on the panel to write the Common Core standards, and he is apologizing because he's white. And he felt like that he had to write these standards for other children who are not white because of white privilege. You have to listen really, really closely, but he admits that. And you watch the audience, and you know he didn't say something right.
I'm here today is that as a white male in society, I'm given a lot of privilege that I didn't earn. And as a result, I think it's really important that all kids get an equal opportunity to learn how to read. And I think I had decided advantages as a result of who I was, not being an interest of mine. When I walk into places like Roberto Clemente High School or the side of Chicago, I think it's really important that those kids learn how to
now you've seen a little bit of the background of what actually went into the Common Core standards. And you're not gonna see these in your local newspaper, but this is exactly what was going on behind the scenes. This is why I got into the fight. I was just like, this is not right. Not only that, but I've seen what it's doing to the students in the classrooms, and they don't want to fail. One of the teachers that works with us and was on the team before when we met with Bonner and Moore, and then Donna Finch is the principal at a school in Ottawa County. And before she was a principal there at the school in Ottawa County, she was a teacher out in Ottawa. Ottawa is like 98% black. And I taught there for 10 years. I loved it. I learned more about teaching from those children than I ever learned from anybody else. I learned how to teach from those children. And so when she first went there, she was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And so I went out there and I was trying to help her. And she said, I have 6th grade students and they are on a 2nd grade level. I said that this can be done. We can do this. And so we started working with those students where they were. And we used the standards, but we also started filling in the gaps. We started making it real to them. Okay, so you need geometry. So let's design them all. And that's what we did. When those students finished at the very end of the year, they took the test that everybody else in the county took. They came in top. Let me say that again. They came in the top of our entire Ottawa County. They started out at the 2nd grade level. What standards did we use? 2009. Now, why would we take something like that that is reaching every single child, even those who have a difficult time? One of her students even went so far as to call his mom, so excited, and the mom came to visit her where she is now as a principal, and she said, I have just got to come and tell you I am so thankful. My son passed his test to get into the Army, and you know how he said he did it? Miss Finch taught me how to do this. She taught me how to do math and to prove it. And that's what I had to do. And that's how he got into the Army. He knew what to do. So why would we not go back and take a look at what we were succeeding at and say, okay, let's all get together as teachers, take the teachers. We've got wonderfully smart teachers. We don't have to go outside of Alabama. And put them together and say, okay, let's make up our own standards for our students. That's what Minnesota did.